Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of Kurt on Cougs. Tonight doing a post-game cooldown after BYU's senior night win against Houston, 30-18. So yeah, kind of just going through a few thoughts on that, everything that happened. Overall a game that was very much a roller coaster, a mixed bag per se. Lots of great moments. Jake Ratzeff's touchdown runs, that strip sack on the fourth down late in the fourth quarter to pretty much seal the win, recovering the onside kick, taking it all the way for a touchdown. Lots of really good plays, also lots of mistakes, fumbles, just where did that come from type stuff. You got two guys running into each other on a reverse play, a muffed punt, muffed snap, just yeah, definitely some sloppy plays here and there. But overall, very happy to come away with a win. Very happy to see, this BYU still showing flashes of the team, of the way they played earlier in the year. And so, yeah, overall feeling very good about this. And yeah, securing a 10-win season for the 19th time in school history. That's a big deal. Like, if you look at it, I believe this is BYU's 100th season of football. So this is like only happens a little less than 1/5 of the time. And so very special, very exciting. And yeah, I love to see it. 10 wins on the season. And yeah, key moments in this game, of course. For one thing, I loved the way BYU bounced back in the first half. They go down early, 7-0. They get the onside kick play, and then go down 10-7 after a Houston field goal. Managed to score 2 touchdowns before the end of the half. Caught some fire on offense during that time. Houston came out of the gate though, still playing hard, with a lot of fire, and yeah, made this one pretty interesting. So yeah, overall though, really solid win. And yeah, kind of just looking at what this means going forward. Of course, Kansas State losing to Iowa State killed BYU's chances to make the Big 12 title game, which of course is disappointing. But at the end of the day, you get a win at home, win for the seniors, gets to 10 wins on the season. So feeling good about it. Good game, a wild game, but it was nice to see that BYU was able to, bounce back after each setback and ultimately win this game. And so, yeah. And so, I don't know, if I'm looking at this right now, if I have to go with an MVP on both sides, for BYU defense, I'm going to go with Tyler Batty. He had the interception earlier on a weird trick play, flea flicker, reverse type deal. And so, yeah, love to see it for him there. Also, he was in the backfield all day, it felt like, getting a lot of good pressure. So I'm going to go Tyler Batty there. And then on offense, I'm going to go with Jake Ratzeff, scoring 2 of BYU's 3 offensive touchdowns, running it. Also had a decent game passing. Nothing too spectacular, except for a few deep balls. Threw some really good long passes, and also just overall managed the game pretty well. Of course, the fumbled snap earlier hurt, but really good running. Didn't throw any interceptions, so good game for Jake. And yeah, walking off victorious. Hoping that Lassiter does not get charged for fighting. I saw something about how if they determine that was fighting at the end of the game, then he will miss the first half of BYU's bowl game, which of course would be a huge downer for BYU, because Lassiter, very key player on offense. So yeah, hoping that doesn't happen. I don't know, I can see it going either way. Really weird situation. BYU tight end pulling a defender off of Ratzeff's, something we also saw earlier in the game, which a BYU lineman got called for. So yeah, don't know entirely what was going on there. Turns into a little bit of an explosive situation in that case. A few punches thrown by a Houston player as well as Lassiter, maybe some other guys. A little chaotic. Hopefully it doesn't get Yeah, hopefully he doesn't have to sit out the first half of the bowl game. But yeah, I don't know. Honestly, it's just late. I don't know really how much deeper to go. Yeah, good overall win. I would say kind of some keys to victory tonight. For one thing, just being able to make big plays. I feel like BYU tonight made a lot of big plays, and those were which provided BYU a big boost and helped them win this game. And so, yeah, super excited to see where BYU ends up for a bowl game. The two I'm hearing right now are Pop-Tart Bowl or the... what was that other one? Pop-Tart Bowl, or they could end up playing in the... oh, okay, sorry, just forgot it, but the Alamo Bowl. So Pop-Tart or Alamo. Personally, I would prefer the Pop-Tart Bowl. Matchups I've seen thrown out there, potentially playing Clemson or Miami in that game, which either one I think would be a really fun matchup. And so you got that. And then the Alamo Bowl most likely puts you up against a former Pac-12 team, so that could be a conference, a fellow conference team. So you could end up playing against someone like Colorado. Also seen matchups like Washington State thrown out there. But overall, I feel like a chance to play against one of the top ACC teams in the Pop-Tarts Bowl would probably be the most exciting opportunity for BYU. And I know that I have heard there are people out there saying that maybe BYU should reject an offer to one of these bowl games. Personally, I respectfully disagree with that perspective. I feel like, you know what, you get a chance to play one more game, most likely against a very likely against a ranked team. Yeah, a chance to get one more win for the seniors. And so, yeah, I say you got to play the games put ahead of you. Might not be exactly what you wanted, but yeah. And of course, I'm expecting, at least from the way Kalani Stuckey has run the program, I'm totally expecting that BYU will play in whichever bowl game they are invited to. And yeah, excited to see it. Honestly, pretty awesome postseason situation for BYU, especially looking back on Independence. Like, whichever bowl they go to is definitely a lot better than any Independence, Potato, New Mexico Bowl. Like, yeah, definitely an upgrade there. Yeah, excited to see who BYU plays and how all that goes. Yeah, and it's also just awesome to see the transformation that's happened throughout this season. When I first started doing these videos, I was just hoping BYU would get 6 wins and be able to go to a bowl game. Now we're talking about a 10-win team, and yeah, shooting for an 11th win in the bowl. So super excited to see it. Yeah, I'll do a video pre-game and post-game for that one. And also might talk a little football next week. I'm probably going to try to do a video for the BYU versus Providence basketball game, as that is the BYU men's basketball team's probably biggest game until conference play. So, yeah, excited to see how that one goes. And, yeah, I'll be doing a preview of that one next week. So, yeah, might talk a little bit about BYU's potential bowl situation and everything. So, yeah, that's all I got for you tonight. And, yeah, go Cougs.